Well, in this video, we are going to discuss about the IS curve, derivation, and the shifts of the IS curve. So, IS curve is basically a part of ISLM model that was given by Hicks. IS and LM stands for investment, saving, liquidity, and money. In this model, the Professor Hicks tries to find out the point of equilibrium between the goods market and between the money market, keeping in conception the relationship between the interest rate and the income of the people. And the point of equilibrium is that point where the IS curve will be equal to IM curve, or where IS curve will cut LM curve. That will be the point where the IS curve will be equal to LM curve, and that will be our point of equilibrium in the interest rate for the interest rate and the income of the people in a market. So let's talk about the IS curve. The IS curve is basically the investment and saving curve, and it's a variation of the income and expenditure model incorporating market interest rates, that is the demand. It represents all the combinations of the income and the real interest rate, so that you can find the point of equilibrium between the investment and savings. Every point on the IS curve is an income and the real interest rate. It shows the effect of interest rate on the investment or on the income of the people. That means when there is a fluctuation in the interest rates, how will it affect the income of the people in the goods market? So how can we derive the IS graph? In order to derive the IS curve or the IS graph, we need to find the relationship between the investment and the interest rate. That means when the interest rate will change, what's its relation or how does it impact the investment of the people in the goods market? It's quite obvious when the interest rate will fluctuate or when the interest rates are high, the profit incentives of the firms will automatically reduce, because firms have to pay more interest rates over the money that they are borrowing from the banks or the financial institutions. So it will act as a cost for the companies. Therefore, the companies will be reluctant in investing more money or in spending more money in the market. That is the reason when there is increasing interest rates, automatically the investment and the spending in the market will decline. And if the interest rates will be less, it will accumulate the investment and spending in the market. Apart from that, the Keynes curve shows how household, firms, and government expenditure determines the economy's income. So we can properly clarify all this explanation by properly understanding these graphs. Here we are seeing the three types of relationship. The first relationship is between the aggregate expenditure and the income of the people. Then we find the relationship or the effect on rate of interest on the income of the people, and then the effect of rate of interest on the investment of the people. First of all, when we talk about the aggregate expenditure and the income level, we see that there is a positive relationship between the aggregate expenditure and the income level of the people. In graph A, we see that when there is a shift in the aggregate expenditure curve below, it will directly affect the income level of the people. That means when we increase the aggregate expenditure, the income of the people will increase. And with the decrease of the aggregate expenditure, it will contract the income of the people. The basic reason behind that is when people will invest or spend less amount of money in the market, automatically there won't be more demand for the products, or there won't be more supply of the products in the market. The companies will expel the extra employees from their organization, and in order to cover or in order to minimize the costs of the company, when they will expel or they will reduce the wages or the salaries of the people, that means it will directly affect the income of the people. the less expenditure will result in less income of the people, and more expenditure will result more income of the people. In the graph B, we see the relationship of the rate of interest on the income level of the people. And the relationship of the rate of interest with the income level is inverse. That means with the increase in the rate of interest, the income level of the people will decrease, and with the decrease in the rate of interest, it will have an inverse relationship or a negative impact on the income of the people. When the rate of interest will increase from R1 to R2, it will decrease the income of the people, because less money will be spending in the market, less money will be invested in the market, and that will directly affect the income level of the people. And in the C graph, we find the relationship between rate of interest and the investment. With the increase in the rate of interest, people will start investing less money in the market, and with the decrease in the rate of interest, people will spend or invest more money in the market. Therefore, there is also an inverse relationship between rate of interest and investment, and that is the main reason why investment curve is sloping downwards. So, according to this graph, we find or we determine the IS curve. In this graph, we see that when our interest rate was 7%, the saving and investment was less, and when interest rate decreased from 7% to 5%, it had an opposite or inverse impact on the saving and investment. With the decrease in the rate of interest, the saving and investment will increase. That is why our curve shifts from SDY2 to SDYO. And when we will meet all these 3 points, we will find our IS curve, that is investment and saving curve, on the base of the relationship between the rate of interest and the income level of the people. That means with the increase in the rate of interest, the income of the people will decrease, and with the decrease in the rate of interest, the income of the people will increase. And when we meet all these 3 points on the basis of the relationship between the rate of interest and the income level, we will find the investment and saving curve, and that is again the downward sloping. The basic reason behind that is that there is an inverse relationship between the rate of interest and the income level of the people. Well, we have various factors that result in the shift of IS curve. The first of all, we have the government investment or the government spending. That means when government increase the government spending, it will shift IS curve to right. Or when the government will decrease the spending, it will shift IS curve to left. Because it's quite obvious, with the increase in the government spending, the money or the income level of the people will increase, and with the decrease in the government spending, the income level of the people will decrease. Apart from that, we have the another factor, that is if consumer will decide to save more. If consumer will decide to save more, it will automatically lead to the marginal propensity to consume will decline. क्योंकि जितना लोग पैसा ज़्यादा सेव करेंगे, the consumption or the marginal propensity to consume will automatically decline, because people are deciding to save more money as compared to investing or consuming more money in the market. That then the consumer spending, if the consumer spending will decline, it will shift IS curve to left. Apart from that, the another factor is if exports increase. If exports will increase, our currency will depreciate, and that will again lead to the shift of IS curve to right. We have the another factor, that is if consumers or the firms feel more confident about the future, they will invest more regardless of the interest rates. That means if there are expectation of the inflation in the market, or if there are expectation that the firm can reap benefit or the firm can reap good profit out of the investment that they are making in the market in the near future, they will definitely invest more money in the market regardless the interest rates. So this will cause an increase in the investment, and that will shift the IS curve towards the right. This was all about the IS curve.